Greetings, everyone. My name is Jonathan Bailey. I am from the website Plagiarism Today, which can be found at plagiarismtoday.com. And today, lo and behold, we're talking about plagiarism, specifically the Shaun King New York Daily News / Daily Beast saga that is ongoing and unfolding as we speak. And this, I've got to be honest, is a bit of a weird one. I have followed, been a part of in various ways, had involvement with hundreds of plagiarism scandals, and I don't think I've seen one like this. This is truly a unique bird. To quickly recap what happened, and a lot of this is still kind of coming out, and we're still learning a great deal. This is a quick fire from the hip, if you will. I'm going to do a full article, either for my blog or for Authenticate later. I'll decide which. But anyways, journalist Shaun King published an article in the New York Daily News that many pointed out shared some very strong similarities to an article in the Daily Beast. Now, the internet mob sort of descended on Shaun King almost immediately and began to call him a plagiarist, began to really point out that he even copied some typos, and really latched onto him. But there was a slight problem. See, Shaun King was able to post emails showing his original story, the one he had submitted, did indeed correctly and completely cite the Daily Beast. It used block quotes, it had links, it had all the good stuff you would expect proper attribution to have in the internet age. What had happened, it appears, and this is according to the New York Daily News itself, there was an editor who went in behind him and removed all this attribution. All this beautiful attribution was taken away from him, and that made him appear to be a plagiarist when it went out under his byline. It's crazy. It's nuts. I've never heard of anything like this, and there's so much I want to say about it, but I'm just going to try to keep it brief because this is YouTube and that's what we're supposed to do. The first thought I have is that this is pretty extreme. We have, with the rise of the internet, I've been kind of watching over the past 2 decades as publications sort of come to grips with how they're going to cite and link their competitors. I see this all the time in my home market, New Orleans here, because we have the established paper, the Times-Picayune, and the young upstart that hope to move in, the Advocate, and they occasionally scoop one another, and then they have to, the other one has to cover the same ground, and they always try to fudge the links a little bit. They always try to make it a little bit less than clear that they were scooped or beaten. But yeah, to actually remove attribution like this is way out there, because like I said, the worst I think I've heard of realistically going through it is I've heard of some of these really skeezier regurgitating news sites playing fast and loose with how they attribute. They'll set editorial standards where they'll only attribute the source in the bottom via a tiny via link, or they won't mention it in the body below, or they won't mention it in the body above the third paragraph, or whatever. They'll play some kind of weird game with the editorial guidelines to prevent, overly aggressively attributing, if you will. I guess is one way to think about it. This is not that. This is an editor actively going behind a reporter who correctly attributed a piece and removing the attribution. Now, the New York Daily News did not identify this editor, but he has been, according to CNN, his name is Jotham Sederstrom. I'm only guessing at that pronunciation, and I'm sure I botched it horribly. But yeah, they're not actually saying who it was. They're just saying it wasn't Shaun King. But yeah, this puts a lot of fear into me. This story really scares me. And it scares me because as a writer, I depend upon my editors to protect me. Editors are a lot like police in a way. They protect the public from ill-acting reporters, and they protect reporters from their own stupid mistakes. There's supposed to be that buffer, that safeguard. And when an editor betrays that role, not only are they betraying the public, but they're betraying the reporter that they were supposed to be helping. It's a double fail. It's a double lie, and wow, it blows my mind. Yeah, this story is definitely unfolding. I've got a lot more I want to say about it, but I've just got to get my head around the rest of it. This is just so crazy to me. So yeah, keep tuned to Plagiarism Today. Keep tuned to my writing on the Authenticate blog. There will be more coming on this tale very soon. This is just a sort of a quick fire. Man, what a crazy world we live in. That's all I got to say about that right now. So, until next time, this is Jonathan Bailey, signing off.